Emirates is the largest operator of the A380-800, and it is continuing with its pursuit for a new A380 from Airbus thanks to fresh comments from its president. Speaking with Business Insider, President Sir Tim Clark said that Airbus should produce a new version of the A380-800, despite having concluded production on this aircraft in the early 2020s. The Dubai-based carrier, being the largest customer of the Dash 800 model, relies on the type for its long-haul operations right around the world. However, Emirates has realised that Airbus is not at the moment looking to proceed with a new model. Therefore, it'll need to find some form of a replacement, and this certainly does prove challenging considering that no plane maker offers a dedicated replacement for the world's largest passenger plane, preferring to opt for twin-engined, more efficient long-haul planes. Clark confirmed, however, that a new A380 model could actually be feasible thanks to the adoption of lighter materials and way more efficient engines that would look to address some of the downsides certainly seen with the Dash 800, and a significant reason among the many as to why more airlines didn't adopt units. Moreover, Emirates has gone as far as actually confirming that it has submitted designs for a new A380 to basically encourage the European manufacturer to produce the aircraft. That is truly just how interested and how badly it wants this plane, to the point it's putting forward its own designs, almost like a kid putting forward their Christmas wish list to Santa during the festive period. Suggestions say that the new A380 model that Clark has proposed time and time again could be 25% more efficient than its predecessor, relying heavily on next-gen technology being offered. That 25% is very important, considering that when Airbus put forward its A380 Plus, we were looking at single-digit percentage improvements for efficiency. It was a number that was just not what airlines were after, especially Emirates, if they were to commit to such a study. Speaking with the publication, Clark also reaffirmed that there is a true case for a new A380 model that could work, and if they were to put forward some USD 20 billion, Airbus would actually look to probably build it for the airline. Now, whether they put forward those funds and Airbus actually acts on that is something that remains to be seen. While Emirates is very outspoken about this aircraft type, Airbus keep very much tight-lipped and don't really entertain such commentary. Another thing that Emirates certainly remains cautious of is the trajectory of demand. The inability for airports to be built at a quick enough pace or to even be expanded to cope with demand increases means the role of high-capacity jets simply cannot be understated. While the aircraft in the A380 has experienced a resurgence since the global pandemic and has proven certainly helpful in some airlines' fleets, the general inefficiencies that I've briefly touched on throughout this video proves that the plane acts as a short-term solution for many companies to supply chain difficulties and the subsequent inability to have manufacturers deliver next-generation planes that are of the twin-engine kind on time. You have to feel that if those supply chain issues had not have happened, well, airlines would have certainly looked to simply say goodbye to the A380 on a permanent basis. Not all, but the vast majority. Emirates is the largest operator of the A380, ordering over 100 units and certainly contributing to keeping the aircraft production alive for as long as it did. The airline leverages its high-capacity nature to fly into airports right around the world that are typically congested, and through this, it is able to bring traffic through its home of Dubai, either to stay or for transit purposes. Emirates is one of the few airlines that has made the A380 work for them. Clark has confirmed that the aircraft remains their most likely profitable asset. A valid case would exist to keep the plane on even longer if it could simply make operations cheaper and have the plane be more environmentally friendly to align with sustainability goals that the company and many other governments want to hit. However, despite Emirates' intense love for the A380, very few other airlines sought to purchase the plane, and this was definitely reflected in the poor sales of the aircraft in the latter stages of the 2010s, despite pushes initiated by Airbus to secure new orders to keep production alive. While Emirates' order cancellation did contribute to the end of production for the world's largest passenger plane, the dramatically low interest from any other airline in willing to commit to the Super Jumbo also, you feel, played a role. Talk of Emirates Emirates and a new Airbus A380 by absolutely no means is a fresh development. It is something we have heard continuously over the last decade. It is dubbed often the A380neo for your new engine option. The airline relies heavily on the A380 for the hub and spoke model. However, Airbus has repeatedly really dismissed an idea of Emirates' dream aircraft. Moreover, Airbus has already completed production on the Dash 800 model and moved on, which has resulted in greater emphasis on jets such as the A321neo. The space taken up by that huge aircraft has now been taken over by more modern and smaller planes. Emirates certainly does face a bit of a fleet renewal dilemma, lacking that true genuine replacement. The latest on the plane remains the same. Despite Emirates' push, there are no signs of an A380neo, and while that may change and Emirates may continue to put forward their designs until Airbus comes out and really decides to move forward with it, Emirates is just going to continue to be in the same position, dreaming. Thank you very much for tuning in. I'd love to hear your take down below in the comments. If you are Airbus, are you taking 20 million to produce a new A380 for them, thinking about certification, engines, new composite materials, and all the work involved? Or are you focusing in on other technology for the future of your company and prioritizing that? Let me know. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow for your next industry recap.
And we'll fly.